I'm Brad Rimmelard with Impact Hiring Solutions. We're a retained executive search firm headquartered in Southern California. For the last 30 years, I have had more than 10,000 interviews as an executive recruiter. And I've sat in on thousands of interviews with my clients and other hiring managers as they've interviewed candidates. And time again, I have seen this critical and common interviewing mistake made by candidates. And the surprising part is candidates don't even know they're making it. So I want to talk to you today about this common and critical interviewing mistakes. But I also want to let you know that at the end of this 5-minute video, I want to give you some additional resources and free websites to go to that you can use to leverage and expedite your search so you don't spend any more time hunting for a job than has to be done. And these resources will help you do that. The interviewing mistake that I'm talking about, it's really easy to fix. It will take a little bit of time, some preparation, some thought, but it's not a complex problem that most candidates can't fix it. In fact, most candidates even know what's going to happen to them. Most candidates know exactly that this problem is going to occur, and with a little bit of preparation, they can solve this problem. So it's very easy to fix, and I want to let you know that ahead of time. All you have to do to get over this one critical mistake is ask probing, thoughtful, and insightful questions during the interview. Every candidate knows at the end of the interview they're going to be asked, do you have any questions for me? Time and time again, I hear 3 answers from candidates. The first one goes like this: well, no, you've pretty much answered all my questions. Which I find interesting, because how did they answer your questions with the interviewer just asking you questions? The second one is, the candidates will come up with 1 or 2, maybe even 3 generic, standard, boring questions that every candidate's asking in the interview. No thought at all. And my favorite one is the last one, where the candidate stares at the interviewer like a deer in the headlight, thinking and wondering, oh geez, what do I do now? I don't know. How do I answer that? And they knew that question was going to be asked. 95% of the time, you are going to be asked, do you have any questions for me? All you have to do to fix this problem is spend a little bit of time putting together 5 or 6 thoughtful, insightful questions that you can probe down deeply. And I will promise you that will separate you and differentiate you from all the other candidates. Time and time again, I've had hiring managers call me back and say, one of the reasons I want to bring this candidate back for an interview is they challenged me in the interview. I learned more by the questions they ask than the answers they give. The questions they asked me really made me think, and I didn't have an answer for some of those. Those are the kind of questions you want to ask. Let me give you one of the best all-time questions to ask in an interview. When they ask you that question, you should come back and say, at the end of a year, or 12 months from the time I start, what will I have accomplished? What will I have changed? What will I have completed or done so you think I am an exceptional hire? By asking that question, you leave the door open now to probe a little bit further. You've been in this job. You know the bottlenecks, the challenges, the resources needing, the barriers you got to overcome. Put together 5 or 6 questions, and you can ask those in the interview, and you will separate yourself from all of your competition. So some of those free resources I suggested to you, you need to be involved on the LinkedIn job search groups. These are critical groups. They have great insight for you. And in fact, we have one called the Impact Hiring Solutions Job Search Networking Group. Impact Hiring Solutions Job Search Networking Group. And they're free. There are 2,500 people in this group, and there is a wealth of information in there. Let me give you a teaser. Do you want to know the answer to the question, tell me about yourself? Somebody posted a very thorough article on how to get the most out of that question. And it's there for you. If you've been in a job search for more than 2 or 3 months, go to our website, impacthiringsolutions.com, scroll to the bottom. In the What's New section, download our job search self-assessment tool. It's a little checklist. It'll help you identify what you're doing great in your search and what you need to work on. And then you can go back to the job search networking groups on LinkedIn, read some of the articles, and really run an effective and highly efficient job search without making any mistakes. And finally, every Monday morning from 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time on LA Talk Radio, my partner Barry Deutsch and I discuss hiring topics. And if you want us to deal with your specific issue, we'll talk to you personally. We will address your personal issue if you want to give us a call. So there's the common mistake. Put those 5 or 6 questions together. Differentiate yourself from all the other candidates they interview by challenging that interviewer with great questions, and you'll win the job, not them. This is Brad Remillard with Impact Hiring Solutions.